All right, what's good, boys? We had some really good news today. Today's Wednesday, July 23rd. Time is about 9:22. Market opens in about like 8 minutes. But we got some really good news as there's U.S. and Japan trade deals going on. Um, the slash tariffs on the Japanese autos from 27.5% to 15%, and with other goods dropping from 25 to 15. So this is pretty good in terms of like consumer spending, and if the prices of automobiles continue to rise from Japanese products, which are pretty popular in the U.S., then this might be better to fuel spending within the economy. So that's very important. The markets are kind of in a weird spot. If we look on the daily chart, we can see that we've already tapped this daily imbalance right here between Wednesday, July 16th candle and Friday, July 18th candle, and we closed above it. So that's a pretty good sign. However, I believe ES has already reached this high, and it's already taken out this high. So we do have some divergence in between with the two assets. Additionally, we've swept all this, and we've retouched the weekly open, which is also something to note. And right now, 9 o'clock has just taken out 8 o'clock's high. So that's also something important. So you can see this SMT from this high all the way down to here. You can see that ES actually has swept out this high. So realistically, I can frame both sides of the marketplace, which is why I don't have a bias yet and why I may not actually end up trading today, because we've had a pretty good week so far. And we're also inside this hourly gap that I'm looking on Top Step. So I bought a fresh new set of evals. So let's see if we can make some money today. I'm looking at this low as a potential target as well, and potentially these lows as well from last Thursday. But we might as well just wait and see what market is doing around 9:24. We have about 6 minutes until market open. Let's look at some other stuff. Gold. Gold is not doing or it's actually doing pretty well. I believe gold is still in its accumulatory phase, but I do think at some point we will run out this high. I do just want another rundown first. Bitcoin, we hit my target of 120,000 on Bitcoin, which is pretty good, and it seems we've been rejecting that level. Solana let's look on the weekly for Solana. Solana, I still have my target of 220, but we are getting some bearish reactions based on Bitcoin because Bitcoin dominance is still pretty high. If we really want alts to run, we have to see Bitcoin dominance go at least to 40%. So at least around this area, we want to see Bitcoin dominance, and it's dropping a little bit, but as you can see, it's picking up. Let's look at the U.S. dollar. I don't think it's about time to buy dollars yet. We still have a lot of things to sort out with tariffs, but euros and Great British pounds have been rising, and so has Japanese yen has been pretty stagnant. But I don't think it's just time to buy dollars yet. I'm not convinced to buy dollars. Let's look at some companies. Coinbase is down a little bit from its highs at 445. Same with Nvidia, also down from its highs. Nike, which is a company that I've been looking at, is actually doing well this week. It's up like 2 or 3% after reaching this COVID low. So we will see. Main focus is on the Nasdaq today, however. So let's go back to the hourly. We'll wait for this market to open. But yeah, I do believe we might have some other news we can look at. The earnings calendar on Nasdaq. So today we actually have Google, Tesla, IBM, AT&T earnings today, which is pretty big. So expect the market at around, I don't know, like before closing to do some things. Yesterday we had Texas Instruments, RTX, which I believe is a subsidiary of NVIDIA. Philip Morris, Coca Cola. They beat earnings, I believe, um, by about like 0.4 EPS. So they beat earnings, which is pretty good. And then I don't know if we have any automakers. No, but yeah, Google is definitely something to look at. They've been doing pretty well in the AI sector, um, and their stock is not really up today. So um, potentially we could see that if they're yeah, so they've been beating their earnings per share pretty well by pretty good margins coming into this year. So about March 25th, they beat it by about 40%. So um, I am looking to see if Google is positive, that will drive the market higher. So that's why I'm like kind of hesitant to want to take shorts at this point in the day. But we got about 2 minutes till market open. Um, let's see what's gonna happen. And yes, I do normally like to look at the 5 minute, and we can see we've been pretty choppy. So like that's why today is not really that great right now. It's setting up, but and we don't really have much news today. I'm pretty sure if you look at Forex Factory, yeah, we don't have any news. Only news is tomorrow. So if we don't take a trade today, that's fine. Tomorrow might be a much better day. We have existing home sales. Yeah, it might do something. It might not. I don't think it will. Mm, But yeah, I would like to see if we want to drop just a little bit below to previous day low. It's a bearish target for me because we're kind of in between at the moment. You do have relative equal highs up here from 9:30 yesterday. About 20 seconds until market open. Shit. Uh, 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 uh. Look on the 15 minute for market open. All right, so it looks like we got a little bit of wick to the downside. Um, yep. We got SMT at this London high, or this pre-market high. Um, about 15 minute. Yeah, so it looks like we are actually pushing a little lower right now, which is fine. Do we have any major imbalances below us? No, not really. None of these are of substance, honestly, to me. I would prefer that we just play a continuation rather than try to trade the reversal today. So that's why I want to see if I can get a continuation down to these lows. Um, wow, that's a crazy push so far. Markets just opened and we've already dumped a lot, just like yesterday. Wow. Okay, so we're pushing down still. Nothing for me yet. Don't usually like to trade these first couple minutes of open. We do have SMT at these lows, but we also have SMT at the highs, so it's important. I am still looking at this previous day low target. Yeah, that's definitely a good target to look at. As you can see, we got 9 a.m. sweep 8 a.m. high, push lower, to target more. Usually take out most of these people that are in the market taking shorts. As you can see, larger orders have been filled, which is pushing the market down pretty much. Yeah, the reason why Dow hasn't been performing as well is just because of industrials. 10-year treasury yields have been going up. Let's look at the bond market, see what's going on. Bonds seem to be going up and treasury futures have been going down a little bit. Let's see what TLT is up to. Yeah, TLT is still pretty stagnant on the monthly. But yeah, we've had bonds go up pretty significantly since April. Yeah, so we got a pretty good reaction here. I don't want to long just yet, considering we're in a little bit of a rough spot right here, especially with that big push down. But I am monitoring just see if shorts are going to play out at some point. We catch the continuation of the trend currently. So yeah, right now we're reacting inside that 1 minute gap, but we also do have this 1 minute gap as well that could be filled. There's a bunch of low resistance still built up in here. All right, we got a bearish 5 minute close, but it is somewhat of a doji. So yeah, we just reached this first presentation gap. And we also retapped 930 open. I would like to see some favorability to the downside right now. But I don't think we'll get that. Yeah, so we closed above this 931 candle. Yeah. Okay, there we go. There's a little bit of a push down there. It's just I don't really like the spot that ES is in. That's the only issue. It's not really correlated as much today, which is throwing me off a little bit since a lot of my model kind of derives from them being correlated, you could say. So that's important to know. Like I said, I don't really want to be trading reversals as much as I want to be trading continuations, and I want to see if we push lower off of this. But I don't think that's going to happen. We are pretty close to previous day low, so. Well, not too close. Let's see where we are from previous day low. We're about 460 ticks. So far, not a lot of action. Pretty low volume today. I wonder why. Maybe just because we have anticipated earnings with major companies. Let's look at Google. Let's see what Google's up to. Wow, okay. So we are still pushing up just a little bit. Or I'm gonna wait till 9:45. I really still don't feel comfortable longing this. Wow, this is some bad price action. Gonna wait a couple more minutes until 9:45 and try to see if we can wait for that 15-minute candle. Because I still want to see how this one plays out. As you can see, there's just no gaps being formed here at all. So it's pretty crappy. All right, looks like we're getting that push down.
Order rejected.
I'll try to enter shorts here.
Order rejected.
Oh. Let's see, I want to wait a little bit. I was still on fucking micro contracts.
Order
All right, I'm
filled.
gonna take shorts here. I'm gonna try to see if we can capture that most recent low. I'm gonna put limit buy for 5 here. Put my stop just above those highs. Okay, it looks like ES already took out that low. I don't really like that a lot. Just gonna move stop right up here. Just, I don't really want to see that get filled. All right, I'm gonna put stop to break even here just because I don't really like, we're not pushing out that much. And I'm gonna take
Order
3
filled.
cons here. I'm just gonna carry the rest. Looks like we are pushing down a little bit. It's good to see. Oh, dude, I keep hitting that fucking, dude, fuck off that light, bro. All right, I swear to God, if we edge this low, I'm gonna crash the fuck out.
Order
All right, we
filled.
hit that low, and then I'm gonna cancel this, and I'm gonna put 1 partial here. Gonna move our stop to break a little bit in profit. I want to see us hit previous day low. We're getting really close to it, actually. Oh, no, we actually are still pretty far from it. Oops.
Order filled.
All right, we're just going to run this 1 con. I'm going to see where is previous day low. That is at 23,108. I'm going to move my final one to 23,130. I'm just going to keep trailing our stop. Wow, that was a pretty good trade, guys. I'm really glad we kind of kept our composure there. All right, we're just going to let this baby run. I do still think we could push lower, considering that we damn. I said I was. Hey, look, we followed our plan, honestly. I said I was mainly going to trade the continuation, and that's exactly what I did. Imagine if I had was like a lot of people, and I longed this right here. I would have got fucked. So we had the right draw on liquidity. We had the right bias. We executed based on our thing, and that's what trading is about. That's literally all what trading is about. Is you have a bias, you have an idea in your head, and you don't deviate from it. Imagine I just been emotional, and I had taken longs like right here. I'm sure a lot of people did actually, and I'm sure a lot of people got messed up doing it because we still had lower draw on liquidity targets. Like I mentioned, this low resistance liquidity and a bunch of other things. And we might get stopped in profit here, but we still made a good chunk of change. So we'll take that for the day especially on a Wednesday with no news, which usually don't end up being that great for me as I've journaled in the past. So I just got my stop right above here just in case we go back up. But it looks like we are. Looks like we're going a little bit back up, which is fine. We close our trade for a good amount. I do think we will push up against this 945 because considering we didn't print a large wick through it, but that's all good. Dude, if we reject from here, that'll be great.
Order filled.
All right. Well, that's the day done. Yeah, so we'll kind of do like a little recap on why we took that trade, even though I explained most of it. We had SMT at the 935 candle, and then we also were inside of our first presentation fair value gap, and we tapped 9 o'clock open. I was mainly bearish on the day as I wanted to see these lower resistance liquidity targets down here get reached, and we also went below near 6 o'clock open, which was also good. I waited for price to create a change state delivery off of this candle, so off of here. And then we retapped it, and then I'll put my chart executions. So yeah, so we entered as soon as I saw that candle close below, and I saw some displacement lower, and then I took 3 contracts at around like 10 points, and then I took the rest off at around 50, 60 points. So we caught a good chunk of change today. And it didn't reach our full target, which was previous day low, but that was just like a small little runner. And our RR, if we look at it, 214. And then we had our stop above there. Our full RR was about a 2-to-1. So that's mainly what I try to go for, is double my money on what I risked. I don't really care what happens for the rest of the day. Plus, we have a lot of news tomorrow, so I'm not really trying to trade. If I do trade today, it'll be around 3 o'clock. Also, I think longs are setting up pretty well, honestly. Maybe. Yeah. But yeah, we're done for the day. We caught our move. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.